So our next speaker is Jim Gagliano, and for those of you who have come to know Jim Gagliano and all he has accomplished in his career, it's difficult to believe that his first job in racing was as a clerk in the Monmouth Park mailroom, where he spent 2 college summers delivering mail and driving racetrack VIPs to and from the airport. And I wonder if he could have ever imagined that one day he would not only be considered in the same ilk as those he chauffeured, but be one of racing's most influential leaders globally. Moving up in the industry, he spent a few college summers at Monmouth's press box. His last summer was in '87 as a track publicist, covering some of the sport's greatest moments that year, including Bet Twice, finishing ahead of Alice Sheba and Lost Code to win the Haskell, Personal Ensign winning the Molly Pitcher, and Lady's Secret winning an allowance race that made her racing's richest mare. Jim has worked his way from Monmouth's mailroom, try saying that 5 times fast, to serving our industry and our horses in countless ways as the president and COO of the Jockey Club, where he and his team embraced their mission of being dedicated to thoroughbred breeding and racing. Through its many initiatives, that mission extends well beyond the sport to include thoroughbred aftercare, and the Jockey Club has been an integral part of the success of IFAR. Thank you, Jim, for all you've done for the horses that make our sport and our life so special, and for your support of IFAR. Jim Gagliano, everybody.
Yeah, nice picture. Thank you, Jen. Thanks for doing such a great job moving this program along and keeping it interesting. To this day, I still go back to Monmouth Park. This was a win photo that of a horse that my father-in-law had named for me, which I think is the only one that's ever been named for me, thank goodness. And it was remarked earlier, boy, you look much younger, thanks. I want to take a moment first to acknowledge and thank the members of the Jockey Club team that have worked so hard on this conference and others. That's Kristen Werner, Andrew Chesser, Shannon Luce, and Lacey Harris. You guys are the best. It's the best team in the sport, and I thank you for everything you do. IFAR was launched in 2016 at a conference hosted by Godolphin's Lifetime Care for Thoroughbreds Forum in Newmarket. I was pleased to attend that. I remember Stacy Clark and I were part of that group. And the first IFAR conference was hosted by the Jockey Club during the 2017 Pan Am Conference in Washington, D.C. This is the 9th conference, as Dr. Forbes said earlier, held by IFAR, and has been truly a global event. Previous conferences were held in South Korea, Norway, South Africa, Australia, Japan, and 2 held virtually during the pandemic. One definition of a forum is a place, a meeting, or a medium where ideas and views on a particular issue can be exchanged. IFAR was conceived as a forum because that's the best way to share ideas and best practice among countries that can have varying perceptions on how racehorses should be treated, both on and off the track and after their racing or breeding careers have ended. That's what this conference is intended to be, a forum that brings aftercare responsibilities to the top of the racing world's consciousness. But IFAR also provides other resources to help horse racing regulators and aftercare providers. The website contains educational material, success stories, and even an aftercare toolbook, which is provided in English, French, Arabic, German, Spanish, and Turkish. And I'm pleased to say that IFAR has been and continues to be successful. Since its launch, aftercare programs have been formed in Ireland, Japan, France, and Korea, and new programs in New Zealand and in Australia have been expanded. Not everyone considers horses to be pets, which is a popular opinion here in the United States. But thoroughbred racing is a global sport, and we need to continue to work together to ensure the future of our thoroughbreds so that we can ensure the future of our sport. In closing, I'd like to acknowledge Diana Cooper of Godolphin, who really was the driving force behind the creation of IFAR and has been a generous, longtime supporter as well as a valued member of the steering committee. Thank you. I'd also like to thank our friends at the Japan Racing Association, whose ongoing support since 2022 has been instrumental in helping deliver these conferences and furthering IFAR's good work each year. And of course, thank you to all of our sponsors today. With that, let's have lunch. Thank you very much.